Hi guys, how have you been? I hope you're all doing well. I'm also doing very well. My name is Rispanyabate for those who don't know me. Welcome to today's video. If you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers and I'm so excited. So today is another day. It's been a while since I did like a video. I think I actually did a real video. Gosh, it's almost 2 months now. I'm really sorry about that. I've even noticed the numbers have gone down, the views and the views have gone down. But I understand how YouTube works. The algorithm picks. The more you upload videos, the more views you get, the more hours you get. But anyway, it was. I took a break because of unavoidable circumstances. If you have watched my last video, I was in Nairobi for a month. I shared a very small bit of where I stayed, but I'll tell you more today. So today I'm doing a life update video just to let you know what I've been through, what I've been doing, and one more not so good news, but it's fine. It's something I can handle. Yeah, so welcome so much to today's video. Please continue to subscribe. I need us to get to 1,000, then we target 5,000 and 10,000, and we keep growing. If you have watched my very first videos, my dream has always been to have like a group of friends, a group of people who will be like family. Forgive my dry lips. Yeah, so anyway, Limuru has been very cold, but today for some reason it's a bit warm. There's sun outside. I can't even show you outside because the lighting is not very good. The light is a bit too much. Even when I wash dishes, the light is always too much. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Let's get right into the video. Welcome, guys. Just checking if the... Hey guys, just checking if the lighting is good. Today I'm using the light from outside. I hope it looks good. You see how this is how we dress when we're in the mood. This is a sweater, full-blown sweater. Sort of like a blouse sweater, and then I wear this sweater on top just to keep warm. And what else? Let me show you. I don't know if you will see. Oh, can you guys see me? Oh, it's not very. Anyway, yeah, this is like what do you call this? What do you call it? A sweatpant. I'm always in sweatpants when I'm not cleaning or doing other things. So yeah, this is how I look. This is my warm sweater among others. Yeah, so let me set up and then we can go ahead with the video. I'm just trying to find the best place. Or should I think I'll pull a seat so that I sit the middle of the house. The lighting from outside looks good today. That's why I'm so excited for this video. Yeah. I got a nice spot. I hope this spot is good. Now we can start. Yeah, so guys, yeah, so I'm here, I'm back, I'm ready to shoot more videos like I've always tried to. It's been a very busy time for me, and that's why you have not seen me, but now I'm back. Yeah, so the last two videos I shared, I told you guys about Nairobi. I was going to Nairobi for a month. My family was coming to visit in Nairobi, and so most of the time when they come to Nairobi, I usually join them in Nairobi. I stay with them in a serviced apartment in Nairobi. That's where we stayed for a month, and it was a good time. So I'm sorry I didn't share so much. I really wanted to share a lot. I even carried my tripod, but when when you're with kids, it's not the same. You just want to give them like enough. You want to give them your time. There's so much to do. You're always taking them somewhere to have fun, making food for them, going places, visiting places. And yeah, it's a good thing to like take a video and share, but I wasn't, it wasn't working for me. And then again, this channel is not a family kind of channel. I sort of mostly share, for those who have not been watching my videos, maybe this is your first time, I mostly share videos on self-care, lifestyle meaning the things I do, what I do, where I live, you know, just things around my life, and the things I do in my day-to-day life, or when not very busy, the things I do. So I try to share the bits and pieces of my life. And then another thing which I have majored a lot is cleaning. So I also share cleaning videos, and I try to do it every Sunday. So you can keep up with my channel, and I hope you like it. I'm really trying to make it better. Like, I know the lighting is not good in this house, but I try my best, and hopefully we will find a solution to it as time goes by. Another thing, it's been so cold. I'm off of my head, I'm trying to update you on different things. So yeah, it's been so cold nationwide. If you don't know, I live in Kenya, in a place called Limuru. And so it's been so cold. Oh my god, guys who live in Nairobi, you think Nairobi is cold? Oh my god, you think Nairobi is cold? Limuru is 10 times cold. Like today, I've even found the strength to take this video because the sun has come out. It's slightly warm. You know, in Limuru, the sun can come out, but you still feel cold. So it's slightly warm, and so it's slightly warm. So it's made me feel like taking a video. Like, I feel more excited taking videos when the lighting is good, when it's a bit warm, not when I'm always in heavy jackets and feeling so cold even in the house. So yeah, so today, luckily, the weather has been a bit favorable. I've even come from town, I've done a bit of shopping, and yeah, this video is something I've always wanted. I've been promising myself to do it for the sake of my subscribers, and so I'm here today. Yeah, so Nairobi people, if you think Nairobi is cold, in fact, sometimes I come from Limuru and come to Nairobi, and I even take off my sweater just to feel a slight breeze in Nairobi. But most of Nairobi people are literally freezing. And to me, that is not cold. In Limuru, let me give you an example. In Limuru, the cold is like, if you open your fridge, just open your fridge, not the freezer part, just the fridge part. If you open it and put your hand in there, that is the cold in Limuru. Especially in the morning. In the morning, it's usually, it has a heavy mist. You can hardly even see someone in front of you. It's I can't explain. If you're in Nairobi and you've not been to Limuru, that's how badly how bad the cold is here. So Nairobi is fair, but I understand because most of Nairobi people, most of the people, I've also lived in Nairobi. Weather in Nairobi is very favorable. It's mostly warm and sunny, and it rains, and when it rains, it doesn't really get cold. So I understand why people feel like Nairobi is cold, but here, yeah, but we're used to it. It's only that now in this season it gets worse, and we know it might go on for this type of weather might go on for maybe up to 3 months to 4 months, to I think towards it should get to how it usually is, like when it's warm. Yes, it's always cold, but there's a time when it's warm, like the weather you're seeing now. The weather outside now, it's usually a bit warm. So it will get back to that kind of weather towards the end of the year. But I'm used to it. First time, it was really hard for me. I was so sick for a long time. I suffered, you guys, but now I'm used to it and I know how to handle it. I try to stay warm all the time, and I'm always taking like warm water just to keep my body warm. Can't believe I've talked this much. Anyway, yeah. So how was my time in Nairobi? First, the last time you saw the last video you saw I got to the house, and the next day family came and we were so excited to see each other. It was sunny, it was really good. By the way, like last month, was it last month? Yeah, June. Yeah, the weather was really good. It was warm and sunny, and so most of the time, because the kids were here, we went out swimming. What else did we do? Yeah, we went out swimming. We went to places just to visit and have fun, so the kids can have fun. Most of the time we do these things for the kids. So at the service apartment, there's a swimming pool. They used to swim there a lot. And then we went and hung out in different places. My favorite place, I'm sure there are other places, but my favorite place was CJ's. And even where we were living on Ngong Road, CJ's was nearby there. So CJ's was a good place. We hung out at CJ's for lunch and dinner, and it was really good. And then what else did we do in Nairobi? Oh yeah, the kids. There's a very nice kids area at this place. What is the name of this mall? Is it Junction? You know me, I'm not familiar with these malls, and even when I used to live in Nairobi, I never went to these places a lot. So yeah, I think it's Junction, the one at the towards the end of Ngong Road, just before you go through to the road that leads to Karen. There's a mall there. Yeah, there's a nice kids area for kids to play. We went there and the kids had fun. We went to Village Market. I would highly recommend. Junction is a nice place if you just want to go there and spend an hour or 2 hours with the kids, especially kids under the age of 5 or under the age of 6. There's a nice kids area. They can go play there, have a good time just for a short period of time, because it can get a bit boring for kids. But if you want to have like fun, even you as a family, even you as grown people, as the parents or the cousins or whoever else, if you have other grown people, the best place would be Village Market, because they have bowling. And oh yeah, and by the way, just the other day they launched a golf area, like an indoor golf area. So you can play golf there. There is movie places you can watch. They have so many games, even for grown people. You can go play some, what do you call those games? Yeah, those games that people like to play, you can also play that. Oh yeah, and bowling. Did I mention bowling? Bowling is a good thing, especially for grown people. It's just a very good adrenaline kind of thing to do. It gets you so excited and you play with so much excitement just to, like, just to have fun and compete with whoever else you've gone there. It's really a fun game if you go there with people who like to have fun and love to compete. It's very fun. And there's a huge area for kids 6 and below. There's a huge area. There's so many games where they can go and play. I really wanted to take videos of these places, but honestly, I was so focused on family, and I just found out I'm just not really good at taking videos in public areas, and like I'm really not good with that. I think the fun thing the thing that I enjoy doing is this cleaning videos, and maybe when I go out for a walk, and then we can talk through that and share something, one or two things, just to learn from each other. It's easier for me, but these other things, it's a bit hard for me. Yeah, so another thing we did, I shared the video. We went to Nairobi National Park. That's another very exciting thing to do, especially for people who love nature. It's really fun. There are so many animals there. By the way, you can think that Nairobi National Park is not a fun place to go, but it really is a fun place to go. There are so many animals there, but if you want to see all these animals, I would highly recommend you go with a tour guide, or these companies, tour companies. Personally, we used we used uh, this very it's a well-known tour company. That's the only company I usually use. Why am I forgetting this? So obvious. Yeah, so in the video which I shared for Nairobi National Park, I shared the contacts and everything that you might need to know of the company that we used. That is the only company I usually use. I don't know. I have used Bountiful Safaris, but I just, for some reason, I started using this other one, and to me, it was really good, and they're very informative. They tell you so many things. If you have any questions, they give you ideas. They suggest good hotels to go to. So yeah, watch that video and you will get all the information. Even the lady who helps me out when it comes to any trips that I take, the contacts are there. Yeah, so we went to Nairobi National Park. That was fun. What else did we do in Nairobi? I feel like we did so many things. CJ's was good. Java, I love the vegetables at Java. Java is really good. We went to Java. Java is common, everyone knows Java. What else? Nairobi. We went to Kisii, Keroka. I went to my grandma's home in Kisii. My grandma's home is in Nyamira. I went there and visited my aunties. That was really, my God, if I tell you the things that excite me, it might be a bit boring for some of you, but yeah, so I went to Kisii in Nyamira. I visited my aunties. The cows are good. The chickens are even better. The cows are coming up, are growing up so fast. I mean, those things really excite me. I love the ambience. I love the village vibe. I love it. I love it so much. I really wish I could take but the one thing I love in Kisii is going for walks. And Gucha River is also near our home, so usually we walk to Gucha River just to go there and spend time and see people diving in the water. Yeah, that is also so fun, but I didn't do it this time. But anyway, yeah, so I went to my grandma's home. It gives me so much joy to always go there and visit. It just, so many memories were made there, and I'm always so excited to go there. Yeah, so I went to Kisii. I went to Keroka. My family also lives in there's another family in Keroka, and in Keroka I also, oh yeah, so in Keroka there's a nice place where I stayed because of unavoidable circumstances. I stayed there, how many nights? I think 3 nights, 3 or 4 nights. Yeah, I stayed in a place called Village Park. If you know Keroka well, if you drive on from Keroka towards Kisii town, before Keumbu. Most people who have gone to those areas know Keumbu. Keumbu is where people sell a lot of sugarcane and avocados and all those things, but sugarcane. Just before you get to Keumbu, there's a very nice hotel that I loved. It's called Village Park, Village Market, Village Park. They have nice rooms. They have very good service. They have bed and breakfast offers that are very, very, very quite affordable, and the rooms are good. The service is good. The people there are very welcoming and very nice, and they always want you to visit them back. And I like that they always remember their customers. I really loved that place. And they're also working on the recreation area. So if you are visiting Keroka, or you're maybe going to stay in Kisii, you can visit a village park. They are working on having a swimming pool and a nice area where you can go and swim and spend time with your family. They also have food. Mostly they have like this traditional. They have a blend of both contemporary and traditional food. So yeah, we went to Kisii. We went to Keroka. I went to Nyamira, and that was very exciting. I really wanted to share a video on Village Park. I loved it. I enjoyed just going there to relax. It's a very relaxing, very quiet. They have TV. They have like entertainment in the rooms, so you can watch Netflix, you can watch YouTube, you can watch all these sort of things that just can keep you entertained while you stay in the hotel. Yeah, so there's that. And we also visited Ukunda Diani, and that part was very exciting. We were excited to go to Diani. It's always fun to go to the beach and just enjoy and have a good time, and just be around family, play games. The kids loved the entertainment at night. But there's one night that I was so tired. I didn't take time to spend with them. On that night I was so tired. I couldn't tell them, but I was so tired. My body was like, I really wanted to sleep, but I just didn't tell them. So I just went and slept. I didn't spend time with them that last day for entertainment, but they loved it. Not sure about the hotel. I love the marketing. Marketing is good. The company, Bonfire is really Bonfire. You guys are good. I love your service. I love how you just take care of your guests, of your clients. That's a good thing. With Bonfire, it's hardly can you find issues with Bonfire. They book for you the flight, they book for you the hotels, they book everything according to your specifications. So we went there and it was fun, but wasn't too excited about the hotel. The hotel, we loved the marketing. Me and one of the kids went through different hotels, and we just chose to go with Southern Palms. Nice ambience. I love the long swimming pool. I love the food, although it gets so monotonous because it's the same type of food every day. The service, Southern Palms, if you ever watch my video, your service is very, very wanting. Maybe your other people have had good experiences, but for us, I am not sure about the service. I don't know if they're overworked. I don't know. We tried to talk to them and give them feedback, and surprisingly, they did not care. But it's a very big hotel. It's a nice hotel. It has the best beach. Not really the best, but it has a good beach. I have been to better beaches in Diani, but they have a good beach. But the service, my God, the service. I just didn't like. And I think again we went when the season was a bit high. It was a high season. There was a lot of people, and I know usually like to be in not so crowded places, but anyway, we had a good time as a family. We had good food. It's just the service, I don't. Anyway, yeah, so we went to Southern Palms. That was fun. But if you are with a family and you're looking for an all-inclusive kind of package, I would personally advise for you to go to Baobab. Baobab has the best service. They're very prompt. When you need help, they are always very quick to respond. The workers there are very friendly and kind, and they are very welcoming. The service, especially when you just get right in the reception, they receive you so well. They welcome you, they take you to the room, they talk to you. It was that, Baobab, if you have a big family and you're looking for a good package, I would advise you go to Baobab. Yeah, so we went to that, Diani, and Kisii, and Nairobi. And I think those are the exciting things to do. Yeah, so there's that, and one more thing. I have talked for a long time, but I was just leaving this part for the last bit of the video. During our time in Nairobi, if you saw my last video, I had made my hair. I had actually done very nice braids, and but for a very long time my hair was not okay. I just felt like it was a thinning, and I don't know, it was just, my hair was really thinning. And I usually have natural hair. I just blow dry my hair, and when I blow dry my hair, I don't do like the deep kind of blow dry. I just blow dry just to make it easy for the ladies at the salon to braid my hair. And so for a while my hair has been thinning. But again, if you have watched my videos, there's two videos actually that I've done, self-care, for hair self-care. And one, I was doing sort of like a review of mega growth products, which I love up to now. I would recommend you to buy. They're very nice products, by the way. And which other one did I do? Yeah, so this other one that I did was about alopecia. I was telling you guys about alopecia. Alopecia is a condition where your immune system basically just fights the process of hair growth. And when it does that, it either causes you to lose your hair completely. Some people go bald, and for some people it usually just gets you, it thins your hair, and if you don't do anything about it, you end up losing your hair completely. And so I have suffered from alopecia, and the first time I didn't have hair, mostly at the front of my head, but it was not very severe. So I googled, I tried to research, and I talked to people, and I just started taking care of my hair, like putting conditioner, a nice shampoo that are friendly, not harsh shampoos. I even stopped using blow dries, harsh heat on my hair. That's not very advisable for people who suffer from alopecia. And yeah, so I implemented all these things. I even used onion water. Is it onion water? Onion extract, where you like sort of blend onions, and then that soup is what you apply on your head. It really helps to like boost hair growth. And I did all that, and my hair just went back to normal and it started growing normally. So I shared about alopecia and I told you what I do, the kind of products that I use. I would highly recommend country products because they're sulfate free, paraben free. They're just very, very kind to the skin. It's only that when it comes to Kenya, it's not all the products that are legit. So make sure to get the products from the right places, because I have seen some products that I have bought and they're just so different from products that I got from other places. So but I don't want to get into that so much because I don't have like solid information, but I know some of the products are not legit, so be careful where you get your products from. I try as much as I can to get products from the right places. It's only that it can be a bit hard and maybe more expensive, but I try to get legit products. Right now it's a bit difficult, but anyway, I'll still try to find legit places where I know I am gonna get like genuine products, because some of these things, and I wish companies would take our lives seriously. Some of these things are they're our life. We are like me, because I suffer from hair loss. Like now it's extreme, but the first time it was just minor and I dealt with it and it stopped. But I just can't wrap my mind around how you can sell not a product that is not legit when customers literally trust you. And funny enough, I have noticed it is not the companies that come up with these products that are not legit. It's people somewhere who go and package their own funny things and start selling them. The companies, Cantu, Mega Growth, all these companies have very good legit products, very good. But some joker somewhere find ways of doing their own things and they sell those things into the market. But anyway, that's another story. I'm sure there are people who are more informed in such matters, so I can't get into that. So anyway, yeah, so there's a video I've shared about alopecia, and I've talked really deep about alopecia, and alopecia is not it's not a very good experience. What I don't like about it is how it creeps into your life and literally just stresses you. Imagine having perfectly healthy hair and then you wake up in the morning and when you touch one part of your head, you feel there is no hair. Another part of your hair, you feel like, in fact, sometimes I used to wonder, am I imagining things? I even try to comb my hair just to feel, could I be, maybe, sometimes when you touch one area too much, the hair sort of like, it makes a space, so you think, maybe it's just me. But I just don't like how alopecia just comes and does these things to your head. It's just so traumatizing. I'm sure most of you have seen the story about Will Smith. When Will Smith went, literally just boxed one of these guys. What is his name? I've forgotten the name. Because of the wife. Her case is very severe. In fact, in her case, she literally does not grow hair at all. She's completely bald. My God, you guys, I understand her. I understand how she's feeling, because me, from where I'm seated, it's not very severe. It is a severe case. Like, I was headed a very bad direction when it comes to my hair. Like, it was, I just thank God, because if I waited 1 more year, 2 more months, 3 more months, the case would have been very bad. So I understand this lady, Will Smith's wife. Is it Will Smith? Yeah, Will Smith's wife. I understand her. I hope I've not talked. Yes, I know I have talked too much, but it's a live update. I really want to update you on everything, and then we can go back to normal. Yeah, so alopecia is not a very good experience. It is not. One thing about me, I react on very like light matters. I will react. Say, for example, getting bad service, I will talk about it. Losing something, my phone, my laptop, like now my laptop has completely shut down, and it's really giving me, I have to buy another laptop. It's just, anyway, yeah, that's another thing that is not a big deal. But when it comes to these things, I express myself so well. I express my disappointment, I express my feelings. But when it comes to serious things, serious like matters life, like when, if you have watched my breast cancer awareness month video, when I went through surgery, and in some things like this, I just really don't know how to express my feelings. But deep inside, I'm literally like burning. The lights have gone out. I hope you guys will still see me. The light is not so bad coming from outside, so I hope there won't be a big difference. Wow, doesn't look good, doesn't look good, doesn't look good, doesn't look good. I hope the light comes back. Yeah, so when it comes to serious matters like that surgery that I went through and alopecia, I don't know how to express myself. You might think I'm okay, you might think I'm handling it well. You guys, how is the lighting? Let me what should I do? I don't feel like the lighting is good. Let me go to the other side of the kitchen. I'm back. I hope the light from upside will help. I hope the video, the lighting is good enough. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, guys, don't mind the, I mean, on the other side of the house, I'm in the kitchen. I'm just looking. I had just had to find a good place where there's good lighting. Most of you have seen the kitchen. I've been cleaning. I've made cleaning videos, so I hope you won't be uncomfortable with the how it looks from behind. I just had to find a place where the lighting is good. Yeah, so I was saying, when it comes to serious things like alopecia and all these things, I really don't know how to express myself very well. But it's not a good feeling. It's, you might think like it's a small thing, like losing hair is just nothing, but it's so psychological. You just feel down. You feel like something has affected part of your body, part of your life, and it makes you feel, just you feel so bad. And sometimes it's even scary because you don't know if this is the second time it has hit me this hard. What will happen? Like, is it going to reoccur again? Like, is it going? Am I going to wake up one day and just there's no hair growing on my head? Like, yeah. So I so when I'm removing this so that you can see the part of my head where I have suffered the most. When I brush my head, it's not easy to see. Anyway, I'll share my video when I'll share a photo. Just now, I'll share a photo of how my hair was looking at the back of my head, how it was looking. But right now, after a while, I'm actually growing hair and I'm looking okay. But this part is so severe. This part, I don't know if you guys can see it properly, but I'll share with you the photos which I took when I was, like updating people or just sharing with my whatever, like the photos I took. I'll share with you in the after this. I'll share with you. I'll even insert it as we talk when I edit the video. Yeah, and so it's not a good feeling. It's just that I'm a confident girl, and I don't mind having short hair, but it's not the best feelings, and I don't like the feeling of just waking up one day and part of your hair body is just not in its right place. It's not a good feeling. It really isn't, and I really feel for those people who have extreme cases of alopecia. I'm really sorry you have to go through all that, but you know what, I women, but everyone in general, if you have strong willpower, nothing will cause you to fear or make you feel less of who you are. It's very good when you go through life-changing things. It's good to always be very positive and be very strong-minded, and that is why I talk about self-care and self-love. It's very important. If you don't have that and then you're hit with such things in your life, you might go through very, very bad emotional effects, that psychological issues, and it might cause you to feel so bad. Other people might not understand it. Someone else would, especially a lady who maybe cuts her hair, would simply just tell you, it's not a big deal, I've not had hair for the longest time and I'm fine. But for other people, it's deeper. It takes you to another place psychologically. You don't think like another person that my hair it's okay, I have short hair, I still look good, I can find ways of looking better. No, there's other psychological things that you go through in your head that make you so think deeper, or you think not in a very positive way. But I'm very strong-willed. It's not easy to tear me down. It's not easy. I really am. Please allow me to wear this. It's a bit cold. You might think it's warm from the sun outside, but like I said, the weather in Limuru, the sun can be shining and you're feeling cold. You're literally in a jacket. Yeah, so please allow me to wear my muffin back. We have a lot of these things just to keep us warm. Yeah, so that happened, and I shared with my family about it, and the first advice was, you know what, maybe it's just maybe you've not been treating your hair well. Maybe it's just your hair has been through harsh conditions because of the blow dries and maybe some of the products you use. So maybe you should just cut your hair short, level it up, and then allow it to grow back on the same level in a good way. So me, I actually thought it's a good idea, and I did it. We removed my hair. Like I said, I had braided. If you saw my last video, I had braided. So I cut my hair. I mean, like, I unbraided my hair, and in my mind I was thinking, we are just gonna level the hair, because part of my hair on this part was really thinning, and so the hair was very short, and in some part it had, like, there was no hair at all, especially in this center part of the head here. There was no hair. Anyway, maybe you cannot see it, but right here there was no hair, and until now there's no hair. But yeah, so it was really bad. I'll share with you a photo. And so when I went to the barber shop, I just told him my hair's not been acting so well, so just trim it down and level my hair. So he did the thing. He tried to level it up, but the more cut the hair, he just found other funny spots on the head, and he kept telling me, I think your hair, it won't be the height which you think it is. We might need to cut it even more down, like cut it down to another level. So he kept going down. I told him, you know what, don't mind, I really need to know like the condition of my scalp or my hair, because I just, with all this hair, I cannot see the exact condition. So he went down and down and down, and my God, I just realized, literally, this part of my head, the barber at the barber shop told me that there's literally no hair on this part of your head. You have patches. So we have to cut all your hair down. In fact, this hair has grown so much. It has grown. It has really grown. You see this part? There was no hair. And I just had to compose myself, but my heart sank. I didn't feel good. Even now as I talk about it, I just feel bad. I just don't understand how that happened. Like, what really happened? The doctor says it could be the products I use. I know it is not. I know one thing that causes alopecia so much is stress. By the way, you guys, manage your stress. I know in life we go through so much, and we go through too many not so good experiences, but it's good to like manage your feelings. And that's why I wanted to take some time and just be alone and spend my time alone and go for walks and pray. You guys, it's good to pray. Please pray, 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 pray. Life is not easy. We go through so much in this life. It's good to always be in sync with God's will, in sync with the love of God, and just everything about that can, like keep you level-headed. I go through so much pressure professionally, in my personal life, so many sort of like responsibilities, and so I'm always here. When I'm with people, you might think there's really nothing much going on. I'm always smiling, and if I'm not smiling or talking, I'm simply not talking to you at all. So I'm just keeping to myself, going my own way, doing my own things. Some people think I'm very quiet, I'm not friendly, but it's not that. I have too much in my head, and I just want to just keep to myself and do my own things. And sometimes, because of my personality, part of me, it depends with who I'm dealing with. If you sit with my family, with my sister and brother and mother and partner and whoever else, they will tell you I'm very bubbly, I'm very talkative, I'm very funny. Sometimes I even talk too much, I get too excited. But if you go to my workplace, they'll tell you I'm not friendly at all. I don't talk to people, I don't do this and that. If you go to some of my clients, some of them think I'm very funny. Some of them even, we joke and talk over the phone. But it's just, I have a mixture of introvert and extrovert. It depends with what I'm dealing with. But mostly, I'm I don't know, converted introvert. I don't know how to explain, because I like to keep to myself. I like my alone time. I like being alone. I like to just be quiet, and I like to pray and just think and try to, like live my life in the most quiet possible way. So I might be going through so much stress, and you might not know. And unfortunately, sometimes you don't have the right, like sometimes life just doesn't give you a chance to even take a step back. You just have to keep going and going and going, and just to survive and to live and to be comfortable, make family. I mean, it's a lot of things sometimes, and I would highly advise for everyone, just try to be, give yourself a break, love yourself a bit. It's okay to love other people and to put other people's needs front and center of your life, because me personally, that makes me so much happy when I see people happy. But sometimes you also have to think of yourself, and don't beat yourself down, especially when it comes to failures. In my life, I have failed so many times, to a point I think sometimes I used to call myself a failure. And I snapped out of that. That's very wrong thinking. It's very bad. If you are self-willed, if you have targets and you strive your best to reach your target, it doesn't matter the outcome. The outcome could be actually very bad, but what matters is your self-will and self-power and self-love, and just believe in yourself and trust that everything is going to go well. Trust in the process, like everything will fall in the right place. Just be encouraged, always power up, keep going. Don't let things beat you down. Sometimes I let that happen, and I feel the biggest thing that caused alopecia is stress. My stress levels can really go up because I go through so much pressure sometimes, and I keep that in. I try to act like I'm okay, but I'm really not. But I've been thinking about it, and I'm making changes, and I know everything will go on well. So when I cut my hair and I realized, like, literally he was telling me, oh my god, I think you're going bald. You know, he even asked me, do you have someone in your family, is it something genetic, like in your family, maybe you have people with who go bald in these areas of their head, especially men. Does your dad have like what do you call it, a bald front part of the head? And I said, no, my dad has hair, it grows just normally. He might not have a lot, it's just like mine, but he has hair growing. He doesn't have kipara, he doesn't have. My mom is fine. My aunties have the longest hair. It's only that because of, anyway, yeah. And yeah, so I know it's not genetic, but I look a bit different from most people in my family. So it could be that person in our bloodline who I resemble somehow, who has these things going on in his body, who had these things. Now me, I inherited that. I don't know how it works. Anyway, I think the biggest cause of my alopecia is stress. And so immediately I showed my family members, and I was like, you know what, I really need to get checked. And the big issue with these things that I don't like is money, because it's not all the time that you have the money, spare money, just seated here, seated there, waiting for you to go and see dermatologists, and how it's, in some cases, it can be expensive. Anyway, I had to, so I went and visited a dermatologist at Yaya Center. If you guys know Yaya Center in Nairobi, there's a dermatologist there. And one important thing, I have been talking about Dr. Nyorita for a long time, especially when I share my facial self-care. Dr. Nyorita actually prompted me a lot to think about my hair, because she kept posting and saying, if your hair is thinning, please don't take too long, see a dermatologist. So you know, and then I think also when you pray too much, God kind of like prompts you, the Holy Spirit just kind of prompts you to do something. You keep wanting to do it, but because of circumstances and other things going on in your life, you keep postponing. So I was really procrastinating about this until I cut my hand. I noticed, oh my God, like literally I'm losing most part of my front, most hair from my front part of the head. And that is when I went to Yaya Center and I met this, I was directed to this doctor. What was his name? What is his name? God, I've forgotten his name. I'm going to, there's 3 injections that I was prescribed to after every 2 weeks. And anyway, yeah. So I've forgotten the name of the doctor. I'll write the details in the description box. The name of the doctor and the contacts and the location. The Yaya Center in Parklands area. They have offices in both places, so you can visit the doctor depending on which with your appointment and the location of the doctor. You might be directed to go to either Yaya Center or Parklands. So luckily that day when I called, because it was very random, I called and I went and I saw this doctor. I was very happy because they gave me an appointment very fast, and I went and saw this doctor. And he examined my hair and he asked me questions concerning whether I'm taking contraceptives, which I'm not, whether there's like a genetic background where people lose their hair on the front part of the head or the full like hair on their head. I said no, because really there's no one. And then what else? Surprisingly, I feel like my mom might be losing hair. Stress is bad. Anyway, yeah, so I said no. Like, is there anything drastic you've gone through? Said no, but at the back of my mind I knew yes. Professionally, in my family, I've been talking about my family and something very, very bad that we happened in our lives. So many things socially, there's so many things that happen in people's lives, and people handle it differently. Like I say, I most of the time keep these things to myself, and it affects me. Yeah, so I said all these things, and so he said this could be a nutrition problem, this could be a stress problem, this could be a fungal infection. And so first thing, he said there's a shampoo and sort of like a medicinal thing that I could use. It's called minoxidil. Please do not use minoxidil if you have not been advised by your doctor. And if you're using it and you've not been advised by the doctor, please make sure to ask the pharmacist to show you how to use it. You don't apply it anywhere. How? You don't apply it anywhere, anytime. No, you have to go through instructions so that you understand how it works, because it literally boosts hair growth. So you might end up with hair on your face because of not handling it properly. So minoxidil is a big thing, is a very good medicinal thing, but it has to be under guidance from a dermatologist. And if you are hot-headed, because I know human beings, please make sure to ask the pharmacist to show you how to use minoxidil. You don't just buy it, minoxidil. You don't just buy it like a cream and you start applying all over. Ask your pharmacist, go to a clinic, do something before you start using it. I have always mentioned Dr. Nyorita. She talks about hair, she talks about nails, she talks about skin. Watch her and learn. Yeah, so he advised on the shampoo, he advised on minoxidil, he advised on other things, but first I asked me to do some tests to measure the level of iron, zinc, one more thing, and my thyroid, to measure, to just do a test so that you can see if maybe this is being caused by you know, lower levels of some things in my body. So I did a test, iron, zinc, thyroid, and what else I can't remember. And after I did that, everything was okay. So I was like, okay, seriously? So I went back to the doctor, and I like that he's very welcoming, and he's very quiet. He doesn't talk much. He just looks at a problem, handles it, and that's it. But you can tell he takes time to really find the problem. So he said the first thing he can do is inject me with, what do you call these things? Inject me with steroids. Inject me with steroids, 3 sessions after every 2 weeks. So I went there and I was injected. Every part of my, I swear I remember like 10 injections. Maybe there could be more, but he injected me at the back of my head. On here, he injected me on this front part. But I've realized my hair back here has grown. So there's this center part of the hair that is really struggling in this front part. And yeah, so that is as far as my hair growth review, not review, update goes. Yeah, so there's that one thing that I didn't like that happened during that time. I really didn't expect going into this. I expected to have fun and have good memories and, you know, just love on family and spend time together. But unfortunately, these things just happen. Yani Satan is very busy on earth. When God wrote in the Bible and said, beware, the devil has now come on earth. The devil is looking for whom to devour. He is a thief. He came to steal, kill, and destroy. Yani when God was warning us, he really meant no harm. He doesn't mean to scare us or anything. He just really wants us to be very cautious of these demons and Satan and his agents. Let me not start talking about the Bible right now. I actually share, for those who don't know, I share the Word of God every Friday. That's when I start my Sabbath, because I'm a Seventh-day Adventist. Yeah, so that's the update so far. I'm back to Limuru, like you have seen. It is very, very extremely cold, but today is a warm day, and that's why I'm excited to share this video. I know it's taken an hour or so, but it is worth it, because you're my new family, and I love it, and I just want us to keep in touch. If you have any advice, I've noticed most of the subscribers don't engage much, but hopefully you will. I really need you to start engaging. At some point I was okay with it, but now I really want to know you and to hear from you. Please talk, say something. And even if you don't, I'll keep sharing until when we are comfortable enough to talk to each other. Yeah, so that is how far, that is my life update. I was in Nairobi, I did all those things. This part of my experience was not so good, but it's a good learning process. I hope most of you who will watch me now or in the future who have issues with thinning hair and loss of hair will learn. And I will also leave the contacts of the Yaya Center clinic, sort of like Yaya Center, that Yaya Center place. I will give the information at the description box. I'll also link Dr. Nyorita's YouTube page and her Instagram page so that you can go and just watch her. She also has Telegram platform. I also share that so that you follow her. She really teaches a lot. If you are a keen person and you want to learn more about skincare, about your nails, how you can take care of your nails, your body, she actually even gives contacts for her nutritionist, her trainer. It's those little things that she does that I really love about her, because at the end of the day it really helps you to keep like track of your life, of your body. Yeah, so I'll also link her pages down on the description box, and I hope you get help or you learn something one way or another. Yeah, so this video is very long, but I'm so excited to be back. I'll be sharing some of the things that we have done, some changes, and I really hope we are gonna keep going. Gosh, the sun has come out again, and it's in the evening. Limuru, that's it. That is how we experience very funny weather. Yeah, I really hope you can hear everything I said. If you have watched to the end, you are a family. You are family. You are a real with love Isha subscriber who cares. Yeah, so please, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. I love you guys so much with the love of God, and I hope with time, as I keep growing, as I keep making changes to the channel, you will keep supporting. Yeah, that is it for today, and bye for now.